Last night I did not sleep very well, and I haven't been sleeping well for the last few weeks, on and off. I'm sure like millions of people across the world. Then I read an article today on Carly the Prepster about how she's been getting outside, and that's really been helping her. And she wrote how sometimes she bundles up in a coat and still goes outside, and it just made me feel like I have not been taking advantage of being outside in one of the best cities to be outside in the world. So let's take the blog on the road today. I'm going to show you all the places I looked at renting as a new studio for Alesya bags. So the first building I looked at when I was thinking about getting an office was this building. This was our understanding is this was the original Babbage's, the grocery store, and the woman had lived here, that lived upstairs all her life, and she had passed away, and now it was for sale. And I was just very enamored with the corner store aspect, the ability to buy the building and to rent the upstairs, the whole 9 yards. And I dragged Mary down here, I dragged my kids down here, and I dragged my husband down here to look at it because I thought, oh, this will be fun. We'll have a corner store south of Broad, which is the historic neighborhood here in Charleston, and we'll renovate it, and we'll rent out the top, and we'll rent out this other side portion, and it'll be exciting and fabulous. So we started looking around this neighborhood, and tons of houses are being raised, which means it seems like such a foolish problem in the midst of all this, but being raised an entire level so that it didn't flood. And then we started asking around to neighbors, and neighbors were like, oh yeah, this building floods every time it rains. But my husband was like, absolutely, positively not. That's a problem of epic $1 million proportions. Mary discovered this building on a day she was walking. It is an apartment currently, and just as I was taking this video, I ran into the Oder, and I had written him a letter, and so we had a really good discussion about the building and who he is, and I got to introduce myself. So I suppose you never know. It's the beauty of Charleston. It's such a small town that serendipitous things like that happen. Right before we rented on Spring, where we are, there's another building up here further up on Spring, which I still think is a great building and is under construction right now, and I think it's going to be great for whoever decides to be here. We just couldn't come to an agreement with the landlord, but here I want to show you the building. This is about 4 or 5 blocks up the street from us. I think it's a great location. We were interested in renting this building. Whoops. This little building on the end. Right here. I hope you enjoyed that tour through a little bit of Alesya Bag's history. I love that behind the scenes stuff, and so I hope you got a big kick out of it too. To follow up on yesterday's video, I cannot find any retailers that are opening yet. Nobody thinks it's time, and it's just the risk is not worth the small reward. We're going to be tiptoeing out to the retail space ourselves. At some point we'll start to take appointments, and I think that's the right next step. But just flush open the doors and all that, it's just not time yet, but we're getting there. Baby steps. See you tomorrow.